Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy E2 Blurry, and we're back at it with another video for you guys today. I'm about to do a mid taper. Let's get right into the video. The first thing I'm going to do is just put all my guidelines in, going around the head, doing it in a triangle like shape so it creates a nice burst effect. The reason why I'm going to do it all around the head is so I don't have to pick my trimmers back up and punch it in. All the guidelines are already punched in, so we don't got to worry about putting in another guideline because everything's already set in stone. Now I'm going to come in with my clippers and I'm just going to flick out a ½ an inch above that line where we made the lever close, and I'm making sure I'm flicking out so I don't make a harsh guideline, just going straight up. And then now I'm just closing my lever and taking out that bottom line. Now I'm coming up my 1.5 guard closed, and I'm just going to flick out above that lever open line. Now I'm coming with my 0.5 guard, and I'm using the corner of my blade just to flick out that middle line that's in between the lever open and the 1.5. And flick out that's what really makes a blend. Now I'm coming in with my trimmers, and I'm just making that C-cut, making it look nice and crispy, because that's what really makes, the lining of the haircuts really make the actual taper part of the fade pop. So always make sure when you punch in those lines, it's nice and crisp, and it's not, you're not pushing it back. You want to keep it as natural as possible. Now I'm just detailing, this part of the fade and perfecting those imperfections in the cut. When you do this, just refer to the mirror, because the mirror gives you a different point of view on when you look at head on. Because when you look at it head on, your eyes kind of mess with you, It might look great, but, we all had that time where you get up and you see, ooh, I could have did that better, or I could have did this better. So always refer to the mirror, rest your eyes for a little bit, because it'll always give you a different perspective than what you see with your eyes. Because your eyes will deceive you if you only just look at the cut and you think it's going to be fine. Now we're switching over to the back, and for me the back is easier because you have a bigger canvas to work on. Basically just rinse, repeat the same step, just gonna be bigger canvas because it's gonna be the back of the head. And it's also better or easier in my opinion because you're not dealing with such a tight surface when you do the taper. This you have way more room to work with, and yeah, just rinse and repeat same steps and you'll be a-okay with the blend. Now we're switching over to the right side, and this is the right side. I get to yap and just let my thoughts go. And basically what I'm gonna talk about now is just the fear of judgment of others. I know it's human nature, because that's how we were programmed to. Everyone has survival instincts, all this stuff, but us humans, we're social creatures, and with being social creatures, there is fear of people judging you what you're doing. And to be honest, we shouldn't even have that, because at the end of the day, the people that are going to be judging you are people that are doing worse than you, that are talking bad about you to make themselves feel better. If you're doing something good, there will be nobody that is doing better than you, that place you want to be in the future, that's going to talk down on you. They might give you constructive criticism, but they're not going to flat out say, you're trash or do all this. So I'm trying my best to overcome this fear of judgment, so that's why I've started posting every day on Instagram, and now I'm really locking in with these weekly videos on YouTube, because at the end of the day, your dream is on the other side of fear. Once you surpass that fear, the sky is the fucking limit. No one can tell you nothing at the end of the day. It's all you. You could care what these people think that don't give two shits about what you're thinking, or two shits about you, or it might be someone that you're close to that, their opinion really has an influence on you. But at the end of the day, most people would rather win first before they see you win. So they will also try and bring you down, because they don't want to see you win before they win, So at the end of the day, keep a close, stay diligent, and always support others, because it's an energy thing. If you give good energy, you'll receive good energy. So always saying, shout people out, give people props, because at the end of the day, lots of people are working hard and lots of people don't get the credit for it. So if you do it, good karma will come back to you, and you will then receive something good as well. So that's just a little yap sesh for this video, and there's gonna be more yap sessions to come. That's basically all it is for now. Now we're going into the lineup. First, we're gonna lock everything in with the freeze spray, and what that does, it just freezes all the hair in place, so when you line it up, it doesn't move. And when you line it up, always make sure to start in the middle, work your way from one side to the other, because if you start on, let's say, the left side, for example, and work your way all the way to the right, nothing is gonna happen, but there's a strong chance that it might be a little slant or a little crooked. So always start in the middle and then work from one side to one side, because that's gonna make your job easier at the end. And as you can see, I'm just going one side, everything's looking nice and crispy. I'm not pushing it back, I'm keeping that line as natural as possible, because also a thing when you do hairline, if you push someone back, people don't realize that hair grows back. So if you push someone back, they're gonna have a nasty regrowth on their hairline. They're gonna know you pushed them back. So always, try to make sure you keep that lineup as natural as possible. Now my client did ask for anyone says I am using enhancement, but when you use enhancement, always make sure that the lineup is crispy at first, because you don't want to be covering up no mistakes. And as you can see, an enhancement it enhances the haircut. It's not a band-aid that you put on something that you mess up. As you can see, it's just making everything pop out more, stand out. know what I'm saying, we do these enhancements. You didn't see me pushing back at me, spraying straight skin. This is, you know what I'm saying, just enhancement. And what I'm doing right here, I have a pencil, and I'm just using my razor line to make a nice ash line. You know what I'm saying, just make that line pop out more. It's going to add contrast to the haircut. And yeah, you will see at the end. But I'm just lining them up, making sure everything right, slice and dice. And as you can see, these are the results of the haircut. If you think the haircut's fire, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're in the Bay Area and you want to book a haircut with me, go on my Instagram. It's on the top right. And go on my bio. There's a booking link in my bio if you want to be featured in a haircut or just want a haircut in general. The YouTube Blurry, I'm out of here, man.